Okay, 5th grade, lesson 76, and this is on multiplying fractions. So you're learning a lot of new cool stuff today, okay? Multiplying fractions. Now, I want to show you something that's kind of cool, all right? I'm going to show you a pie, okay? And what would you say, well, other than that, what would you say this demonstrates?
A half.
Very good. 1 out of 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I took that half and I halved it, what would it be?
A quarter.
Yes, because you've got to imagine that it's a whole pie still, and you've just taken and filled up this part, which is really, what'd you say? A quarter, which is 1/4.
Quarter.
Very good. So watch this. When I multiply fractions, what I just did was half of a half, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so watch this. Half of a half equals 1/4.
Huh.
Isn't that weird? The number gets bigger even though we're trying to make it smaller. Okay, but smaller pieces means that we have more pieces, right? If I take half of something, if there were 2 of them and I take half of it, well, obviously
they're smaller, but there's more.
Right, there's more pieces, but they're smaller pieces.
Yeah.
Okay, so watch what happens. Of in math means times. So I say half of this, then I'm saying half of whatever I do. I can do half of 3/4. I can do half of anything. Of in math means times. Okay? Now, math, when you're multiplying fractions, when we were adding fractions, remember when we were adding fractions? All we did with the 2 was slide it over.
Yeah.
But when we're multiplying fractions, we multiply the numerators. 1 times 1
is 1.
Is 1.
In this case.
And then we actually do the bottom as well in multiplying.
So 2 times 2 is 4.
Which we already figured out doing the illustrative way.
Yeah.
But now you understand it the mathematical way.
Huh.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me give you another one, that you can see it. All right, now stay with me. If I asked you, what does that show?
1/4.
Very good. Okay, now I'm going to do half of 1/4. Watch what I do. Half of 1/4. Now, don't do it mathematic way yet.
Okay.
I want you to watch. Okay? How do I half that?
Sorry.
How am I going to half that? Doing this, right?
Yeah.
Which is really going to give me how many pieces total?
Just more. It'd be,
1,
if we're
2.
adding a line down the whole thing, right?
Well, yeah, well, how much did this piece, when I halved it, how many pieces did it bring up?
It'd make it
2 right here,
2
right?
more, yeah.
Okay, so how many pieces are going to be in this pie if I cut them this way, the whole pie?
Okay, that's what I was confused about. Can you just draw lines, like 1 more X? To help me figure it out?
Like half all of them?
Yeah, that's what.
Yes.
Thank you.
Perfect thing to do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So there are 8 of them, okay? So stay with me. There's 8, all right? And because I'm going to erase this because we were taking a half of a 4th, which is really
1/8.
out of all those pieces, remember?
Yeah.
1/8.
So it just doubles the denominator.
Kind of. Okay, so watch what happens. Let's do it the mathematical way. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 4 is
8.
Mathematical way is way easier, but I'm trying to help you understand how it works. Yeah. Okay? So, help me with this. There's a question, and here's what they ask me. Okay? What fraction is 1/2 of 3/4? Okay. What's the answer, or what's the fraction of 1/2 of 3/4?
1/2.
1/2. That's how I write that, right?
Okay.
3/4. And what does up mean?
Time.
Very good. So what is 1/2 of 3/4? Let's do it mathematically. Tell me that part, the numerator answer.
That would be 3.
Very good.
And I can't see the number.
Sorry.
Okay. 2. That would be 8.
Very good. Our answer would have been broken up into 8 pieces and have 3 of it. Okay?
Yeah.
Got it? All right. Now, let me give you some word problems. A nickel is what fraction of a dime? Okay, now, think with me. How much is a nickel?
Half of it.
Half.
5.
Okay. 5. Okay. So, you said half. That's exactly right. Because there's 1 nickel out of 2 nickels that make up a dime.
5 out of 10, yeah.
Get 5 out of 10, which is half. Because 5 out of 10 is half too. Okay? Good. Let's answer this one. A dime is what fraction of a dollar?
1/10
Very good.
or
1/10.
10 100ths.
1/10 or 10 100ths. Right. Very good. Okay? A nickel is what fraction of a dollar? This one's a little harder. So first thing you need to discover is how many nickels.
The half thing would be making more, wouldn't it?
Listen to what I'm fixing to say.
Okay.
Okay? A nickel is what fraction of a dollar? We need to figure out how many nickels make up a dollar.
It'd just be double, wouldn't it?
Okay, so tell me what would it be?
200? Oh, no,
Close.
that can be right. It'd be 20.
Very good. So a nickel would be?
Would be 20
Yes.
out of 100?
No. You had it right the first time.
Or 2 out of 10.
Okay.
No, that can't be right.
Keep thinking. You got the 20 right. So there are 20 nickels in a dollar, right?
Yes.
And if I just want 1 nickel.
That'd be out of a dollar. Okay.
So a nickel is what fraction of a dollar?
It'd be...
Okay, well, you stay with me. Okay? How many nickels make up a dollar?
20.
20. Okay?
So,
And I said 1 nickel is what fraction of a dollar?
oh, it'd be 1 out of 20.
1 out of 20.
Yeah.
Very good. Excellent job. Okay. Now, last problem that you're going to do on this, and I've got one more little part to it, okay? Show me 1/2 of 1/10.
Half
What's
of
your
a
answer?
10th.
1/2 of a 10th.
But
Half
if there's... Can we do
of
an illustrative
a
one?
10th.
So if there's like
But I just
half
did
of
it.
a 10th, it'd be
Look what I'm doing.
times.
Okay.
It'd be multiplication.
So,
that's 1. And that is 20.
very good. 1/20. Very good. Excellent job. Okay, now, let me ask you this. Okay, these are going to get a little bit bigger. 2/3 times 4/5. Tell me what the answer is.
That would be 8, the 4th thing. And that would be 3/5.
Well, wait. 3 times 5.
3 times 5. 3 and 15.
15. And that's the answer. Okay? So, here's what I need you to understand. The most confusing thing in math, your age or even as you get older, is to remember the rules when you're multiplying, adding, and subtracting. They're different. When you're adding and subtracting, the numerator will be the same, always. Okay? And I'll explain to you if they're different, how to do that, and make them the same later.
Okay.
But if I was adding this, what's different?
It'd be like 4, 5, 6, right there. And then 10.
No.
It would?
Remember what happens?
Oh, we don't add them.
That's where it gets tricky.
6/5, and then we'd have to do
the improper thing. Okay? But I'm not worried about doing improper right now. What I wanted you to do...
Let's realize that. Yeah.
Realize that. What if it said minus?
And then we'd still do the same thing and just be like...
We'd subtract 2 minus 4.
2/5.
Okay? And then we'd put a 5. Very good. And if we were multiplying this?
Then we're doing the denominators.
Okay, so tell me what it'd be.
It'd be 8.
And 5 times 5?
Then 5 times 5 is 25.
Very good. See the difference?
Yeah.
Now it does get confusing, and a lot of kids mess it up because of the rules change. But that's why it's important to notice what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Last thing we're gonna do. We're gonna look at a picture. Okay. Okay. And they're showing me this. It's actually needs to be a square. Okay. They're telling me that this is 1 inch.
Okay.
And this is 1 inch. Okay. So what does that mean? This and this are
1 inch.
Okay. Now stay with me. Okay. Then they're going to divide this up like this. Okay. So stay with me. If I asked you what fraction of the square is shaded?
1/8.
1/8. Now stay with me. And then I asked you, what is the area of the shaded piece? Do you remember what area is?
The whole thing.
Okay. We're
so
trying to
find.
We're just trying to find the area of this piece.
Can I ask one question?
Yep.
How many millimeters make an inch? Or like, what's the next thing under an inch?
Okay. So stay with me. What would this side be? So how many?
Half an inch, right?
Half. This would be half of an inch. And this would be, how many pieces are there?
Half an inch. Wait, we're just doing that one square,
just
right?
Just this little bitty piece.
Okay. It'd be half an inch all the way around, right?
Well, this wouldn't be a half. Because this would be a half, and this would be a half to make a whole.
Oh. So that would be a quarter of an inch.
A fourth. Very good. Now, if I asked you to find the area of this, area is, remember what I told you the other day, length times width?
Yeah.
Okay? So I'm going to do 1/4 times 1/2 to figure out what the area is.
Okay.
Okay? So let's do that. 1/4 times 1/2. And tell me what the answer is going to be.
We do those, so that'd be 1 out of, I just went blank.
That's okay.
8.
Very good. The area is 1/8. Which makes sense because this is 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay?
I got it.
So, do you understand it?
Yeah.
Okay. That is lesson 76.